How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today's video, we're continuing to work on the new Project XJ. I pulled out the roller here just to get out of the way. Got the CJ over there as well. So let's check out what we need to do today. Really what I want to get done is I want to get all the electrical stuff done. I want to get the winch wired up, get it on a cab switch as well, like I have on my other one. Switch out this dashboard panel because it's like a wood trim right now. Switch out all that. Get some of this wiring cleaned up from the previous owner. He did removable doors, but he didn't use pins, he used bolts, so I'm gonna try to get that issue addressed as well. Just pretty much get the interior cleaned up, everything wired up nice and clean. If I have time, get my roof rack switched over, and get my lights hooked up, which shouldn't be too hard. It looks like there's already a wire I should be able to use to wire up my lights, and then yeah, get that wired up to the switch. So yeah, let's just get started. So first things first, I guess I'll get the winch wired up. This orange wire, that's for my in-cab winch mount. I already got that hooked up previously. And then just running your positive and negative is all it takes. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna route them through the grill here and then up through this upper radiator shroud and then right to the battery. The wires are ran for the winch. That should pretty much do it up there. I got my in-cab winch mount wire waiting for the other end. So let's go in the interior and we'll start ripping down some of that. I want to get this airbag off the whole middle part of the steering wheel. It's just 2 bolts on the back and that pops right out. I might switch it back with my other airbag in that Jeep, but probably not. So yeah, let me get this dash panel out. As you can see, cut some holes in it, and the wood grain I don't really like anyway, so it won't hurt to switch. Nice thing is these things aren't bolted on at all, they just pop right in. Actually I think there is supposed to be 2 bolts here and here, but this one popped right out, so that was easy enough. So let's go in the old XJ and we'll get my old one out. Now on this one, like I said, I want to take my in-cab winch mount, which is right here. It's all wired up right there, so it shouldn't be too hard. I don't know if this one, I think mine's actually bolted in. I've had it apart before, so let's see how that goes. Take out the center first. Yeah, this one is still screwed in. So let me take the center part out here. Get her in gear. Oh, I don't have the key. Yeah, I do. Not really a gear. Nothing down there. Anyway, center's out. Yeah, see how it's screwed in 4 places there. So let me go get a screwdriver and then we'll get that out, unplug the wires and everything. Got the old panel out, as you can see. I'm gonna wait till I install it in the other Jeep till I get all these wires out, and then I'm gonna get them ran on that other Jeep, and then I'll be able to put this back in, and that should be about it for the dash. Interior wise, I still want to grab my CB. Alright guys, you gotta see this. I was pulling out the switch wire out of the new Jeep here, and what? These wires, the black and the red, they were spliced together, but they were just tied. They weren't, there was no, not even a wire nut from, you know, home wiring. They were just tied together in the open. And that might even be the power wire. I don't even know if it's a ground or a power. That's why you don't mix black and red. But yeah, let me figure that out, get all this old trash wiring out, and we will redo it the right way. And I just went to pull this one out. Same thing, except it's reversed. It's a black going into a red. What the hell? It's just stupid, man. If you have a red and a black both coming into the cab, why not match them up? Courteous enough to use electrical tape on this one, but holy crap, man. Yeah, okay, let's get this sorted out. And I had to remove the door so I can clean up some of that wiring. So I got the wires figured out pretty much. These are going up to the light bar up top. So I actually will save them because hopefully he didn't splice it anywhere in between, which I doubt because it's only a short distance, but excuse me. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure these are drilled out for the pins already. If not, I'm gonna do that. and then I'm gonna go buy some pins so it's, you know, secure and done right. And then yeah, I'm gonna try to clean up some of this wiring, get it tucked up in there pretty good, and then we'll wire it up for the winch. So I got all the wires ran, got the black centerpiece in there. So I got my winch mount, or my winch controller mounted up in the dashboard here from my old Jeep. So it looks good, really clean install. I like how easy that went. Got my extension cord ran up. Now I just have to splice these up real quick. That won't take long. Before that though, I'm gonna get this wheel done with. Get those, there's little 1/4-inch bolts I think right there. One on each side. So then the airbag will come right out. If you're going to do this in your own vehicle, make sure your battery is disconnected when you're messing with the airbag and the airbag wires. But mine's already disconnected, so I'm gonna get started on that. Old one is out. I put the other one in from that Jeep. Didn't plug anything in though. I don't want an airbag if this is gonna be my off-road vehicle. So I don't want any airbags going off. And instead of just leaving it open, I just decided to put that in there, give it the nice clean, complete look. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the interior. I just need to clean up a little bit. It's a little dirty, there's kind of shit everywhere. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up. Here soon I'm gonna make a parts run. We'll have to get some door pins and the one battery terminal. I forget where I laid it, but it was stripped out. So I'm gonna get a new terminal connection. But next step here, I think I'm gonna take off the roof rack and my favorite part, taking off the light bar. So yeah, let me get started on that. Now that I got all 2 of the clamps that were holding this thing on, oh yeah, let me get this down. Was gonna pull it out so we could switch it outside, just for clearance reasons. But the battery terminal thing kind of got us stuck in here. So I guess now would be a good time to go make that parts run. What'd I say? Door pins and the battery terminal, and if anything else, I guess I'll think of it while I'm there. Making some good progress on the XJ here. So, all right, let's run to the store, get that stuff, and we'll be back. I knew I'd forget something. A hook for the winch, because that won't really get us anywhere. So yeah, that's one other thing. And I think that's everything we might need. So let's get going. Again. Alright guys, we're back. Let me show you what I got. I actually did end up forgetting something, and that's the relay for the off-road lights. He didn't have any relays with his wiring set up. So I'm gonna do it the right way and the safe way and use a relay. Got the terminal and the hook for the winch. So we'll get started with that. First things first, I think I'm gonna get the battery terminal hooked up so we can pull the Jeep out, and then we'll get the roof rack swapped over, and I'll throw that hook on real quick and spool up the winch. Make sure this baby still works. Turn it on, light comes on. Perfect. All right guys, winch hooked up, got the hook on there, battery's good to go. Trying to think I'm forgetting anything else while we're in the shop still. Let's get this thing pulled out beside the other Jeep, and we'll get working on the roof rack. Limb risers are unbolted. Got the side mounts off of the light bar here, so I'm gonna transfer that over right away. Light bar and limb risers are mounted now, good to go. I'm gonna take this one off, get it on the ground, and then like I was saying, I'm gonna move these 2 bars over to this Jeep, and then we'll throw it back up. Roof rack is mounted up, tightened down, all good to go. All I gotta do now is get my high lift and my spare up there. Let me do that right now. All right, we're good to go there. I think the last thing to do before we head out to the car wash and do all that is the CB mount and the whip antenna. I think that's the last thing, and the CB of course, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so the CB mount, the plug going into it was all rotted out and just fell off, so no wonder my CB wasn't working last time I used it. I'm just gonna run to the truck stop right up the road real quick, grab a new wire and CB mount, and I'll be right back to install that. All right, so the cables ran, got the antenna up there as you can see. I like how that mounts up now. I think I'm gonna have to get a shorter whip antenna. Usually I attach it up here, and I tried that and it was like way too bowed, so I just attach it to the other side. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get a smaller one. And then I ran the wire up, CB's hooked up, and I got it on a fuse that turns on with the ignition, as you can see. So yeah, I did want to wash it today, but this is pretty much all I got time for. But I do want to include that in the video just so you guys see what it looks like all cleaned up and all the blue painted, just like a kind of finished product. So I'm gonna continue this video tomorrow. See you then. All right, it's the next day here, pretty early in the morning. I got the plate I want to put on so we can run to the car wash, so I'm gonna do that very first, and then I'm gonna run it down there, get it washed, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do all that touch-up paint. And that's about it for this video. I just want you guys to see the nice clean finished Jeep. All right, we are back. I let it dry and I did all the touch-up paint, got rid of all the blue. So this is what the Jeep looks like right now. This is what it's gonna look like for a little while yet. The next coming mods and videos won't really be aesthetic mods, they'll be more of the internal stuff. We're going to Roush Creek here soon, so I'm gonna get a baseline of how well this thing does off-road first before I even do anything like that. So just see how well it does, and that'll pretty much tell me what I need to do in order to make it better. But yeah, if you guys been with the channel a little while, you'll know that this Jeep pretty much looks identical to what that one looked like a little while back, and that's because I pretty much transferred every single part. The only difference being this one's lifted a little bit more, and it's black of course, but I'm really digging how this thing looks. It just, I don't know, something about the black on black and the bed liner, I don't know. I really like how this thing turned out. Anyway guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, you like the content, please hit that subscribe button, like the videos if you do, and that's going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys in the next video.